Hey guys, Josh here. I have not been posting very much. Being healed, my apologies, it's just a lazy thing I guess, but I did receive a terrific email today from a lady in Australia who, Judy was asking me about her 20-year-old son Ruben. Same story as everyone who goes through this, and she was asking me if 1 month in, if he goes out drinking, will it cause him to have a flare-up? What I wanted to do was, I wanted to talk through the science of this and the diet therein, because there's a lot of conjecture on it, Sam, and I'm not at all going to argue with the people who are ardently, no, diet doesn't make a difference. But what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of science. So usually for people who drink alcohol while they've got cortisone-induced eczema, the second that it hits their lips, they go flushed. The reason behind this is because it's a chemical reaction in the body. What the alcohol does is it makes the blood pump through the body much more, just like you've gone for a run. When that happens, the capillaries expand like a balloon. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to stay really strong. But because you've been putting this cortisone on them and you've been breaking it down, the walls of these capillaries, they've lost the ability to stay firm when excess blood gets pumped through. And so now, they blow up like a balloon. And if you can imagine, they're not very far in your skin. So when they blow up, they go to the front of the skin, or go close to the top layers. And then that causes that flushed red look. Now, that's going to be bad. You're going to look red, but there's also, it's physically changing something inside your body. So your body's going to react with inflammation. The inflammation's going to last a couple days. That's a flare-up. The other side of it is the diet argument. Now, I'm not going to argue Libby's side. Everyone knows Libby very well, who's ardently for positive eating, although I tend to agree that if you give your car premium fuel, it's likely to have less problems than if you give it ethanol. And I'm likewise not going to argue that diet doesn't make a difference at all, because, quite frankly, I think if you ate Maccas every day, you've got much bigger issues than cortisone. I'm going to get letters for that comment, I just know it. But what I can talk to you about is something that science is pretty much conclusive on right now, and that is that the biggest killer in society is sugar. You can add up all of the different ways of death, and heart disease, which is caused by the massive increase in sugar that we've had over the last 50 years, is the #1 killer. Congruent with this, man-made carbohydrates, so things you get in your chips and even the crap bread which is made nowadays, it's creating inside of you an atmosphere which is not healthy. You only need to look at the world population and how people are more obese than ever. This will be the first generation that doesn't live as long as their parents. Does this have anything to do with ITSAN, with recovering from topical steroid withdrawal? Well, yes and no. It's inconclusive if eating well is really going to affect it. But here's what I'm very confident of. Read about the human body and inflammation that's caused by the food that we eat. What cortisone is advanced inflammation. So if we can minimize the amount of inflammation in our body from external sources, that is by far and away the best thing you can do. So why wouldn't you? Eat healthier, give your body a bit of a break, and will you recover faster? Maybe. But you're sure as hell going to have an easier time of it. I hope that helps, guys. All the best, and I look forward to hearing from you all. See ya.